Yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy, TheBlackPhantomHD, and let me move this camera. I didn't know I was going to do that. Okay, I think I got it right. Let me just move this a little bit in. Push this back a little bit further. I didn't know it was going to be zoomed in when I press play. But yeah, what's going on, guys? This is your boy, TheBlackPhantomHD. I got a new camera, and it came with a kickstand. Okay, there we go. It came with a kickstand. So, yeah, y'all finally don't have to watch me, move around the camera while trying to get the books. But yeah, we're back with another comic book haul. This one's gonna be short and sweet. But before we get into the main comic book haul, I wanted to have a quick little discussion or ask you guys a question or two. Sort of like, is it cool to hate on Sony? No, but for real, I'm asking that. Is it cool to hate on Sony? Because a few weeks ago, before this whole confirmation of Venom and Black Cat and all this other Sony stuff that they were making wasn't going to be a part of the Amazing Spider-Man universe, and now it's a part of the MCU. People are now praising Marvel for getting the rights back, so to speak. It's like when Sony does something, they instantly regret it, and they instantly hate on it. I'm guessing it's cool to hate on things these days. Jump on the bandwagon, you know? But as soon as it goes over to the MCU, everybody's like praising it, and they don't even know who's involved with the movie. It can well still be bad, and all the fans will be like, "Oh, it's Sony's fault." And what if it was Marvel's fault? I don't know. But yeah, I just really hate it when people are like uh, hating on something that they haven't seen yet. Like they are really quick to hate on everything when anything that Sony has made, anything that's not made by Marvel, they even hate on Fox movies too, except Logan and Deadpool. Those are about the only two they don't hate. But anyway, that refers me. This isn't a book about the Hall, but this is the first appearance of Carnage. Now, with that Venom movie announcement, they also announced Tom Hardy as Venom, and they also announced that Carnage is going to be the main villain in the Venom movie. So this book has skyrocketed to around $100 in less than a couple of hours after this announcement, and this is now like a day or two after this announcement, so I don't know what the price is now. But yeah, all I know is I'm glad I never sold mine. Well, actually, I did have 3 copies. I sold 2 of them, and I got this one. The other ones I sold because they weren't in the condition I liked, and this one is pretty much near mint, so yay for me. And on to the main haul. Uh, I don't have a bag and board for this one. I need to buy some more Mylar bags and boards. But basically, what this is the first appearance of Cersei and Wonder Woman number 19. I'm just going all out on these Wonder Woman books, man. Because ever since I saw the movie, I mean, she was already one of my favorite characters, but I never had a thing to collect her comics. But ever since the TV show, the animated show, I rewatched Justice League and then watched the Batman v Superman movie. I've been collecting her comics a lot lately. I'm still working on getting First Ares and first appearance of Cheetah from the Silver Age, but those will come along when the days come along. Um, what else do I have? Okay, Batman number 237. This is the first appearance of Reaper, the Night of the Reaper, I guess. I love this Batman cover. I very much love all Neil Adams Batman covers. They're all special in their own right. And this was actually a really good read. I think this character was this character was borrowed from Batman the Animated Series. Well, actually, I shouldn't say the Animated Series. I should say Mask of the Phantasm. I think a Reaper look-alike character was in there just with the modern costume. But yeah, this was a really good read, nothing the less. Nothing the less. So yeah, Batman 237. Talk about another hot book though. Y'all talk about this. You knew it was coming sooner or later. Spawn number one. The regular covers of Spawn haven't risen up that much in price, but this is the newsstand. When I checked around 2 years ago, the newsstand version of this book was only going for around 30 on eBay. And when I checked about a week ago, um, this book was actually going for 100 on eBay. I think one sold for 100 on eBay when I checked the sold listings. And I was like, man, I want this book. So when I come home from school, oh, by the way, I graduated from high school recently, guys. So, yeah, no more worrying about school until college is over. That's what I don't get about people. They always say they're done with school and everything, but they still have 4 more years of college to go, or 2. Because I know most of them are not just going to go into the workforce or the army. They're going to go to college. Whether they say it or not, their parents will probably make them. But anyway, on to the topic. I was like, man, I really want this book before it gets any more hot. And when I come back from school, my mom brings home a bunch of comics that she found at a estate sale, got $1 each for them. And this was one of those comics that was actually in there, and I was like flipping out because, you know, Spawn number one, I had the regular cover, but I sold that because I actually wanted the newsstand or the black and white. And now I have this. Now I'm just searching for the black and white cover, and then I'll be good. And I gotta start going soon. I don't know what's the time limit on this thing. Let's see. Another Spider-Man book, Ultimate Spider-Man number one, first print. You already know what this is, the first Ultimate Universe. I really enjoyed the Spider-Man Ultimate comics more than I enjoy the Amazing Spider-Man comics. I know it's hard to believe, but for most of the part, I do enjoy the Ultimate Spider-Man comics more. There are some others, the Amazing Spider-Man I like issue 28 when Peter Parker graduated from high school. That was another chapter of his life, and death of Gwen Stacy, stuff like that. But all in all, I think Ultimate Spider-Man was a really good read, and I'm glad to have the number one issue. Now remember when I said my mom brought me home a bunch of comics that she got for $1 at the estate sale? Well, this was one of them. Batman 232, first appearance of Ra's al Ghul, the second copy, only for $1. And yes, folks, this is my second copy. I got one signed by Neil Adams at Comic-Con earlier this year, so yeah. Ra's al Ghul is one of my favorite villains, so he is my favorite Batman villain. I kind of go switch between Joker and Ra's al Ghul a lot, but when it comes to steadiness and which one is my favorite, I would have to say Ra's al Ghul. Probably because of the Batman Arkham games, he became my favorite villain. But you know, it's all in all what it is. You know. And last but certainly not least, probably my prized possession at this point, Amazing Spider-Man 14, first appearance of the Green Goblin. I have been searching for this book for a good price. I didn't even care how low the grade was. And normally my local comic book shop is always expensive when it comes to back issues, but this actually had a good price on it. So I put it on layaway. I normally never pay fully for the comics at my local comic shop. I just put it on layaway because it's just easier for me. So I put it on a layaway, and I just picked this up today. So now I have the first appearance of the Green Goblin, my favorite Spider-Man villain. And I guess you can say now that I'm a part of the ASM 14 club. Soon I will join the Hulk 181 club, or Amazing Fantasy 15 club. But that's soon to come, when I actually get more money. Anyway, that's it for the comic book haul. Make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. This has been your boy, The Black Phantom HD. Peace.